gone. And we're not back. We're not back. We're not back.
It says we're back on Facebook again.
It says
Yeah.
broadcast interrupted.
It just popped up again.
Okay, just hot that. Okay. Oh, another one. All right, we're back again.
This is... I don't know what's going on with the internet. I honestly do not know what the fuck is going on with the internet in my area. Let me see if I can find something on it.
My friend says it's like the Dark Souls of streaming. We just keep dying.
Just keep dying.
I mean, I'm putting that we're back, but I don't know if we're back.
No, we are back. We are back, and we
Okay.
have listeners and we have viewers. And there's a neighborhood group for my area, and I'm trying to see if they're saying anything about the internet. If this is just me, or this is my area, because sometimes the AT&T people will come and fuck with the wires in the neighborhood, and that'll mess up the internet.
AT&T.
Right, that's
John
right.
Lee with some bolt cutters. He's got a magnet just running up and down your cable. Matsuri's after you again. You don't stand a chance. Microsoft heard you were talking shit.
Right. Like if
We
you're
gotta
watching on
respawn.
if you're watching on YouTube, it's like Dark Souls of live streaming. If you guys are watching on Comcast has unfortunately fucking Comcast has a fucking
Monopoly.
no, they have a cap. They have a cap on their fucking data. You can only download a gig. I'm sorry, like you can only we're not talking about Matsu anymore. We're not talking about anime Matsu anymore. That convention's dead.
We're not talking about that. We're done.
Jeez, y'all bring it up just as much as you bring up Maneater.
I haven't brought up Maneater yet.
Boy, it's like a double.
But you know what? It's on fucking PC.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
I know the feeling.
We got to get some more one-ups, so every time we die, we can keep coming back.
Yeah, no, for real. Fuck. Hopefully the internet's not being stupid. AIM is going to sue us. That's why they were trying to take us down. No, they're not going to sue us, but I'm just done talking about them. I'm not going to talk about them anymore. Even if they do an update. Who fucking cares? That's a dead subject. We're not done. It's kind of like how we used to do the it's kind of like how we did the terrible fan fiction thing on Fridays. It's just fucking dead. That's more of a convention thing. We're only going to do that at the cons. That was yesterday, Diana. You missed it yesterday. It was at the end where Joker was shaking his little pointers. His little
30,
coin purse.
How many cents was it?
53 cents.
53 cents.
I'm pretty sure that's all he contributed to that pot.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as far as Anime Matsuri goes, we're just fucking done. There's a lot of people that are sick of it. I'm sick of it. We're not gonna keep talking about it just to like make like one or two people happy. No, that's a dead subject. It's fucking over. We can talk about other cons, but there isn't much going on with this year being the way it is, and a lot of cons postponing. Why would you dress up as a bear instead?
Is that like a bribe or is that a threat?
Yeah, is that like a threat?
I will stand outside your house as a bear.
No, because I have Mexican neighbors and they might shoot you and fucking throw you on the grill.
It's really gamey.
With some beer.
With some beer. Like. Well, tomorrow is our Beer Friday podcast. Ooh, I'm actually going to go out and buy beer and drink it in the middle of the stream.
Ooh,
fancy smancy.
Didn't Onicon say they were canceled this year? Or was it just postponed?
Onicon is officially canceled. Okay, so Onicon is officially postponed. Yeah. San Japan is officially postponed. A-Fest is postponed.
Oh, that just reminded me. There was a con this morning that announced it was postponing too. It was Fan Expo in Dallas.
Fan Expo is officially postponed.
Yeah, it was scheduled for October. Got moved to next year.
Yeah, my friend in Philadelphia, she runs a show called RetroCon, and I've been meaning to go over there, but yeah, they're canceling this year too. She just posted up like a day or two
What is
ago.
it? RetroCon?
RetroCon. Yeah, it's all stuff from like 70s, 80s, 90s.
Um, what they want to know? What kind of beer do we drink?
Cheap,
Beer is disgusting.
The
I don't
free
drink it.
kind,
cheap and free.
cheap and free.
Not a beer person.
I'm not
Takes
either.
too-
I'm more of an
empty
alcohol.
carbs.
I
Too
like
many
Dos
carbs.
Equis. I don't care what people say. I like Dos Equis.
I like the aforementioned, not allowed to say the name, starts with a C because of other.
Corona,
like
just fucking say it.
Yeah,
But the virus.
but you know,
I like Corona. It's nice.
Their billboards don't age well. Someone had said, "Corona, drink it out. It's available outside." I'm like,
Oh,
that did not age well. When I saw that at Kroger, I was like, "Oof."
It's like a temptation. Come outside where the Corona is.
Corona, it's everywhere.
Beer just takes too long. I get a hangover drinking beer while I'm still drinking it.
I'm more of an
Like,
alcohol. I'm more of an
Yeah.
alcohol person. Like,
You're a liquor, not
Yeah.
beer.
yeah, I'm more of a liquor kind of person. I am a like I like mixed drinks. What I don't like, I don't get me wrong, I like shots, but I don't see the point in shots unless you're trying to end up on the fucking floor.
been there, done that.
You have?
Yeah.
Really? I always assumed you didn't drink.
No.
I
It's because-
always assumed you were one of those people that went to the cons
She
and
doesn't
didn't
drink
drink
with you.
and just walked around. I assumed that
doesn't
you just
drink with
walked
you.
around the con doing absolutely nothing, take a couple of pictures, attend like one or two panels, and then la 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 la, I'm gonna go home.
Well, no, I think the thing is, you also go to like, we don't go to like the same conventions. The only time, aside from like Comic Palooza, like you go to Delta H Con and Matsuri. Well, no, you don't go to Matsuri, but like you go to these other conventions, and like I said, I go to mostly out of town stuff. So like A-Con with some people I drink, or I did.
Did someone say shots?
Huh?
We're gonna get airy here. We're gonna take shots.
There you go.
Pronounce Ari.
How are mixed drinks bitch drinks? I want you to explain that to me.
This is like 5 shots of vodka in here.
How
Like
are
they-
mixed drinks
And
bitch
it's made up
drinks?
of stronger liquor. What are you talking
That's really
about?
funny.
Beer's disgusting.
Mixed
Give me-
drinks,
give me an
bitch
actual mixed
drink.
drink.
Like, have you ever had a shot of Everclear? That shit will kill you. You have to have it mixed.
Right. Like when I do actually like go out for drinks, it's like make it sweet, and I don't want to taste the alcohol, but I want to feel it in 2 seconds.
Oh, so you need to drink Super Saiyan Blue.
I want to try that actually. That sounds good. But no, like I've done like half a dozen shots of Fireball in an hour. I don't recommend it.
Oh, what is up with white people and Fireball?
We like the taste of cinnamon, and this is the best way of getting it.
Like,
in
I bought a
alcohol.
bottle of Fireball, and half the white people were like, ill, and then the other half were like, yum.
Well, I don't do it. I don't drink that stuff anymore. But like, it was all they had. So, like I said, if I'm gonna be drinking, I want it to taste good.
I like how
Like-
we're supposed to talk about gaming consoles, and now we're talking about alcohol.
There you go.
Gaming and booze go together hand in
Yes,
hand.
they really. No, they don't.
Controller.
I know. I can drink like kinky and hypnotic straight.
Hypnotic's like 7. It's like a strong wine. It's like 17%. It's not
Depend.
very,
No, Hypnotic is Kool-Aid. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's 12% alcohol.
It's expensive.
It's
Kool-Aid.
slightly stronger than beer. It's a Kool-Aid. It is a fancy, very expensive Kool-Aid.
The bottle looks cool
But
though.
it tastes good. I don't care.
It tastes great in ice, and it's meant to be mixed with other drinks.
Yeah.
With actual alcohol.
That's right. I mean, if you're just going to take shots of Everclear, you might as well just go drink floor cleaner or rubbing alcohol.
Right. But no, like that's my point again. Like beer tastes like piss. I'm not gonna drink beer.
What beer, though? Dos Equis don't taste like piss.
And when you mix it with like the hard stuff, there you go.
Fireball, Diana says, Fireball kills my throat. I love cinnamon, but in alcohol, no. Fireball, ugh. Fireball just tastes like I'm drinking like the red stripe gum.
Like drinking Red Hots.
Yeah.
Big red.
The big red
Not
gum.
tamales.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Tamales?
Hot tamales, the
Hot
candy.
tamales,
It's
yeah.
The
pretty
little hot
much
tamales.
it's spicy Mike and Ike's.
I'm not gonna eat hot tamales.
Then
It's an insult to real tamales.
this is true.
Oh, now I want tamales.
The same.
Well, like mixed drinks are better than shots because you get to enjoy the night a little longer. Where with shots, like shot, 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 and
Well,
there goes,
even that,
and you
but
don't get to
even
enjoy the
that,
rest of the night.
but even that, I still just want it to taste good. Like I don't want to just take really a straight shot of vodka unless it's like flavored with something really good. You know, because if I'm like dying trying to drink the thing, that defeats the whole purpose to me.
I think we lost Keyblade Sonic. We're talking about alcohol. It doesn't interest him at all.
Nah, it's okay. I like hitting
Totally
listening to all this. It's all good. Don't
Uh,
interrupt y'all.
yeah, we're sorry we're talking about alcohol, but like, look, there's an alcoholic drink we make that I make. It's called Super Saiyan Blue. So it's made a few hours in advance. We have to let it sit. It's got Everclear, but it's like when you taste it, it's like drinking this. You can kind of taste the alcohol in it, but not as much, and it hits you really hard. Like,
See, that's what I like. You can't taste it, but damn, it
well,
comes
like
up
we always we say, hey, come drink with us. Oh, I'm busy, or I'm not going to that con or some shit. Like, I only go to the cons that book our panels. If I have to pay
Right.
to go to that con, I ain't going.
No, that makes sense. I get that.
Mixed drinks mask the alcohol you're drinking with sugary liquids, especially for men. This makes you a little bitch. How so? How does that make you a little bitch?
Rude.
You can drink more in a short amount of time by
Exactly.
mixing it with something else because you're
Li-
putting more shots in that cup.
There's a
strong
mixed
potato.
shot that we're making. There's a mixed shot that we're working on. It's called the Broly.
Is it green?
Yes.
Cool.
But it's a shot. You can't drink it as a drink. It's only a shot.
All right.
What if you drink it as a drink?
Then you fuck. Good luck.
We've mixed this with the finest floor polish.
Yes, absolutely.
You need a
I-
drink called the Ultra Instinct.
I think people that only drink shots are stupid. Like, if you only do shots, if that's it, then you're kind of stupid.
We'll
I'm
find
not.
it.
I take shots. Don't get me wrong. Shots are great, but if that's all you do, Aries getting mad. He's like, "Who's saying mixed drinks are for bitches?"
will fight you and fight you.
I will fight you. Honestly, it's everyone's preference, but I think it's really dumb to just do shots. I know people that do shots and then drink a beer. Shot, 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 beer, beer, beer. Shot, 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 beer, beer, beer. Shot, 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 floor, floor, floor. Replying.
No one wants to taste alcohol, for one. Alcohol tastes horrible.
Yeah.
The taste of alcohol is gross. That's
Okay,
why you
Jo-
mix it with everything else.
Okay, John, what do you drink? What do you consider a man drink since you think that mixed drinks are for bitches? Honestly, what do you drink? I want to know. And it
He
better be
drinks-
good because I am looking at you right now.
97% rubbing alcohol from the
Rubbing alcohol,
pharmaceutical
rubbing
department.
alcohol, believe it or not, is only 70% alcohol. Everclear is 95% alcohol.
Ooh, an adios, motherfucker.
And Adios Motherfucker only has about 65% alcohol in it.
But it's like this big. You can get a bunch of them.
Yes, I know, but Everclear, you can't take it straight because it burns your insides. They spilled it on the floor and it cleaned the floor.
Drink enough of it so you vomit, and then you can just clean the whole place.
There you go.
No, what? Why would you? No, don't vomit. For the people watching on YouTube, could you please hit the thumbs up button on there, the like button? Could you? That way you could like share the video with more people. The first time I felt lightheaded was during crawfish season. I had 5 Bud Lights in one shot.
And
And
Don't listen to the alcoholic beneath me, Carlos. When you don't drink a lot, your tolerance isn't like.
Well, Raph is beneath you in the
oh,
stream.
I'm like over here.
John says replying to Diana. Whiskey, neat, or beer from my local breweries. What kind of whiskey? Like, there's different kinds. And what kind of beer from your local breweries? You're not talking IPAs.
Are you a craft beer person?
No, you know what? I'm just going to say it right now. IPA beers are the nastiest things in the world.
I like drinking grass.
Uzi, I will
IPAs.
stop calling you El Chapo for a month if you thumbs up it. Bourbon's, yeah, okay, bourbon's good, but bourbon isn't like, whoa. I've had tequila shot stronger than bourbon. Tequila, like, depending on what you drink, depending on what I drink, determines my mood for the night. Vodka, woo! I love you guys. Lysol-chan.
Where the hell did you pull that out of?
I have it
He
in
has
my
a
room.
whole set of props right next to him.
I have and whenever I bring packages inside my house from the outside after they've been out there for a few days, I still spray them with Lysol. I ain't trying to catch COVID-19. I ain't got insurance. I'll die. I will die. Oh, damn it. Another Mexican that doesn't have insurance. Just put them outside. Heavy trash is on its way.
Oh my god.
So if I drink tequila, though, it's like, ¿sabes qué? Like, when like, we were over there partying, we were drinking. Like, when I was young, they used to beat me with an extension cord. And then, like, the more tequila you drink, like, the more you don't make sense. Oh, he just wants another beer.
Or the more you drink, the more you start to cry and say, "I love you guys." I fucking love you guys.
Do you have the name of a bourbon so we can look it up? Actually, you know what? I will look it up. We will
I'm
see.
gonna judge you.
We are going to see.
I mean, the comments are already judging.
Who, me?
No, the comments are turned against John. I mean, I like cheap alcohol because I don't want to spend a lot of money to ruin my night.
Why would you brag about drinking Everclear, though? Like, we do put Everclear in our drinks, but it's mixed. Oh my God. It's this stupid Russian alcoholic drink is more potent than the widely known Everclear and exists for now for the world's strongest alcoholic spirit. If you ever land yourself a bottle, don't be too eager to chug it down. There's a reason why they call it drinks. Like, oh my God, that they're saying this is pretty much like the only one that's for sale on shelves legally that's stronger than Everclear. The only thing I could see being stronger than Everclear is moonshine, and I'm talking about the illegally made in a swamp moonshine.
Banjo country.
Oh, that's
In the
why this
hills of
Russian
West
drink
Virginia.
is 100% alcohol.
So that's it. That's the end.
Pure,
No,
unadulterated.
There for some, I don't know if this makes sense, but there are alcoholic drinks that are 120%.
That doesn't make sense?
It's
Look.
the testing they do for it. It's
Mm.
like it goes beyond the limits. It's
Right.
the Goku of alcohol.
If anything does test beyond, like the
I was
way
gonna
their
say,
testing
I
works, if
don't
it tests more than
think
100%, then it is not. You
But that
can't
makes no
sell
sense.
it. Look, where do you work? You work in the medical field, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know y'all brewed alcohol. How do you know? We don't know.
Well, no, it's a math thing. There's only 100%.
That's not true. There's more than 100%. You could be 200% stronger this year than you were last year.
That's because there's no cap on
It's
your
true. There's
maximum
no
strength.
there's no cap in alcohol. There's no cap in how.
There's just what we've discovered so far.
You ever seen a girl? Anyways, Jesse, what does the Super Saiyan Blue drink contain? I cannot share that with you because it is our trademark drink.
Also, possibly illegal.
Possibly.
Wink.
11 herbs and spices of Geeks 5 Ever.
Most of them are salt.
It's not that it's more than 100% alcohol. That there's a lot more that goes into it. Right, but if you're
Science.
gonna drink like anything above, like, what is Hennessy? Hennessy's like what, 80%? Does nobody drink Hennessy?
It's really
No.
expensive, and I am
What's
not that type of person.
Sonic's like not even in the conversation anymore.
Like, huh?
Get a glass of Henny. I remember it from a rap song.
Gets a glass of Henny for a penny.
If I could get a glass of Hennessy for a penny, you know, I'd be on the floor with I'd be dead with $1.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, boo. It's 40%. Someone told me it was 80. I never had Hennessy.
By 80 proof is 40%.
I hate proof.
That's the dumb number.
Yeah, it's the, oh my God, I'm a tough guy because I drink 100 proof. Yeah, it's 40%.
It's the cheapest,
The cognac.
highest proof I could get.
The cognac is a blend of, yeah.
Hennessy is beautiful.
We're talking about booze. Hennessy is beautiful. I want to try it. Like, everybody talks great about it. But I've never had it. I always thought it was stronger, though. Like, I always felt like it was much stronger. And it turns out it's just as strong as regular vodka. Damn it.
What, Hennessy?
Yeah.
It's probably how smooth or how well it goes down or something.
You know what?
Expensive alcohol is usually pretty.
We're going to have a
Is
Geeks
better.
5 Ever alcoholic tasting panel at one of the cons. Must be 21 and up.
There you go.
That's going to be real. Bring your own booze and we will test it for you.
That's right. Bring your own trash can.
Because we are not going to afford that crap.
No.
Bring your own bucket.
They said
yeah.
your signature drink is your boner bomb.
I said burner bomb.
Oh, burner bomb. My bad.
Boner bomb.
It's different kinds of soda, but a lot of alcohol in the middle.
But I'm still trying to figure out what's wrong with mixed drinks.
There's nothing wrong with them. This person's wrong. You've been proven wrong in the court of Geeks.
We're voted off the island.
What? No.
Guilty.
Everyone just has their preference.
But we love you.
Be nice. Be nice.
Yeah.
Be nice.
I like a regular glass non-mixed too. It's
Some
just,
guys like light beer, and they like to get drunk off light beer. God damn.
Yeah.
I'm being told that my drink is now called the boner bomb in a private chat.
Not Carlos, though. Carlos had a shot, so you're excused. But if you have 5 light beers and you're like one more beer away from getting to a fist fight with the floor with your face, boner bomb.
Well, now I got to make a new drink because they've just renamed my favorite one.
You have to stir it with your penis.
No.
It usually comes in like a big cup too, so ugh. Red, white, and blue.
A monkey kiss you.
I mean, well, I will shame you though if you drink natural light. Like if you drink one of those beers that just say light on the can,
Oh.
light beer. Doesn't even have like the name. It just says light beer. I will shame you for drinking that.
Light beer is dark water.
Dark water.
Like natural light beer. or
I
I think
Bud,
I have some.
or
I
Bud,
think I have some natural light, but I
or
didn't
Bud
buy it.
Ice, like Bud Ice lime. Ugh.
Like,
Ugh,
you got
that-
put lime in the beer already.
No,
You
no,
put
Bud
lime.
Ice lime tastes like piss. It tastes like piss smells.
That's Bud, so it probably is just piss in the bottle.
Smirnoff Ice is pretty good. They're like sodas, but alcoholic.
Yeah.
Like, I tried a White Claw and that shit tasted gross. It was like carbonated mineral water with alcohol in it.
It's a white person drink.
It really was. Like, I was
100% white
jogging
people.
in my T-Rex cosplay, and the guy's like, "Hey man, you look thirsty." And he gives me a White Claw, and I don't want to be an asshole, so I drank it until he left, and I was like, "Pfft." And like he like got all defensive though. Oh yeah, this is my girlfriend's beer. It's my girlfriend's. Yeah, it's not mine. It's my girlfriend.
It's not beer.
We all agree that no one likes the one guy that drinks light beer. Oh snap! Sasuke's here. He said, "Yo, what's up?" Evan, that's the guy that puked in the toilet. Wait, and my other no. I'm sorry. He didn't puke. My other friend, Warcow, puked and then cleaned it up with my Goku cosplay.
What up, Sasuke?
But Sasuke, he's a really good friend of mine. He's the guy that managed to get free badges. He's the guy that managed to get free badges at San Japan by lying to him, saying that he was part of my group. I said he could have one badge. He got like 6 or 7.
Wow.
He's his own posse.
Right? I'm like, hey, you get one. Yeah, dude, where have you been? We haven't heard from you in forever. I hope you didn't catch coronavirus or anything.
If you are,
No, I'm
Get
not
off.
joking.
You're
I'm
gonna
being
spread
serious.
it.
I'm serious. You know how
You're
many of
gonna
our
spread it on
friends
the
have caught it? and then he's typing in all caps like he's yelling at us. Without a doubt.
Ah!
So we're talking about alcohol. Like, I don't know.
He's too young.
I
He
can
doesn't know anything
respect.
about
I can respect
alcohol.
people that drink light beer because a light beer is just like a chilling beer. Like you just sit there and chill and take sips.
Mhm.
I don't know, but I just look at like IPA beers are just ugh. Ugh.
It's for people who can't drink hard liquor but want to seem
No,
fancy.
IPA beers are like pumpkin spice lattes for white men.
Yeah.
True.
That's accurate.
That's accurate.
I've seen that. Like so many people. Drink
If you're
that
watching on YouTube, like we said, if you're watching on YouTube, could you please hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button or the thumbs up button so more people can see the video?
shit. Hit that motherfucking like.
Hey, he fixed his all caps.
Alex, you know the days of drinking.
That's drinking. That's
Drinking.
German drinking.
Drinking.
Let's go and do the drinking, yeah. And do the things.
You need to drink like a Mexican. You
Drinking up.
just have the IV bag right here and just have the bag hanging and just pour alcohol in the bag and just sit back and let it go straight into your bloodstream. No filter.
Let's just go right into the arm.
I just don't like IPA beers. They taste really bitter. They have like a really bitter taste to them. And I'm not really a beer guy anywhere. Like beer is more of a chaser, if anything. Tú sabes. So we're here whipping out the Spanish. But like beer's more of like a chaser whenever you're drinking, like whenever you're taking shots. Like I prefer beer to like maintain the buzz. Like if you stop drinking, you're not going to drink anything too heavy, but you want to maintain your buzz. Like beer kind of slows down you getting sober.
No one needs to drink like a Mexican.
What the fuck? IPAs, stouts, and porters are my. What the hell are those?
Different kinds of craft beers.
What happened to just beer?
Not stout. Stout.
When I was growing up, it was just called beer. There was only beer and alcohol. What happened to the good old days when it was just called beer?
Drink beer.
Worst part
too.
is when you invite someone to go let's drink at a party and they bring like Smirnoff Ice, Mike's Hard Lemonade, which is not.
You just reminded me of something. So we left our friend one time at a con. I didn't want to go alcohol shopping because I'm usually the one that does it. I didn't want to go. And none of my friends wanted to go, so we sent our one friend, Shino, to go. And he took like all the money that we could gather together, and he bought alcohol. But on the bottles it said 30 proof, 40 proof. I'm like, what?
Wasted money.
What is this? Don't worry, man, it's 40 proof. I'm like, you realize that means it's only 20% alcohol, right? There are beers out there stronger than this shit.
Did he get you wine? Like
He got some
cheap
like
wine?
like not wine, but it's like those drinks that you usually use to just mix.
Amaretto sour.
Because the way he gave it to you, it sounds like wine coolers.
So yeah, it sounded like wine coolers actually. You got whiskeys, which break down into Ray, Scotch, Bourbon, Irish. Huh. Next time, if I ever see Mitchell, John, and Ari, because I'm pretty sure, like, which one, like, do you know John?
I don't know, John.
You don't know John? Okay, so
I know Mitchell and Ari.
Ari, Mitchell, John. If we can get everyone together, we'll do a live podcast with even all the listeners, which actually sounds like a bad idea because all the people that watch the podcast will be in one room.
So we'll still get the views. We'll all comment in the chat still.
We're all talking shit to each other on the chat, even though we're standing next to each other. But drinking at the cons, yeah. Let's talk to somebody that doesn't drink at the cons. So what do you think of people that don't, so as somebody that doesn't drink at the cons, Sonic, how do people that, what is your point of view of the people that drink?
It's not. I have no problem with people drinking as long as they don't cause a ruckus, they don't start any drama shit and all that.
Yeah.
As long as they don't bug me or anything like that. I mean, I got no problem with anybody drinking. I've actually know people who go to cons, they drink and all that stuff. I'm just like, yeah, as long as you play it safe, as long as you don't do anything dumb. Like, don't stab a fucking outlet or try to kill yourself.
Hey, man, I like how you just simply called me out in that little speech.
Oh, really? Oh, shit. I forgot that was us.
He was recalling a conversation he had in his head while watching you. This guy.
Are we doing a TED talk on alcohol? Absolutely not. Honestly,
This is
like,
an intervention.
We're just like throwing things.
look,
in.
I have nothing against people that
Yeah,
don't drink
probably
at cons, but I have something against the people that don't drink at cons that look down on the ones that do.
Right.
You got to understand, like, alcohol makes these damn events more tolerable because there's a lot of people. It's Friday night. People have been wearing the same damn musty ass cosplay all day. They're sweating. It's 100 degrees. They didn't put on deodorant. They haven't showered. They haven't showered in a few days. They haven't put on deodorant in a few days. They're smelling ripe.
Alcohol helps cover up that one.
Suddenly you
sense.
can't smell like.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to walk around the con having to do this the whole time.
It's sad that unfortunately we have to.
We might have to do that next year anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh God. It's closed. It's a closed-in room. This is a bad choice.
I'd spray it right in my face.
Right? You just Lysol your face.
I spit in my face of people who don't like.
Spraying the Lysol.
He's so healthy. His lungs are disinfected.
I spit in my face of people who don't like to be cool.
Right.
I sprayed on my face.
I'm dying.
Jesus Christ, what happened?
We're professionals.
Oh my god.
Only Gatorade John can save you now.
You know, put that as a super chat, you spring.
I'm about to start crying. Hold up.
Get on the Patreon for $20. He will mace himself.
No,
Bear mace.
not again.
With
Not
bear
again.
mace.
I mean,
Bear mace.
not for the
Mace.
first time.
It's on the bread.
I mean, like, I feel like that's just kind of like a baseline thing. Like, technically, yeah, like, of course, drinking's okay as long as you're not being that guy. You know, that just has to ruin it for everybody. And this is why we have the rules, because some idiot had to go and do something.
Like Rock,
and-
who puked in that hallway and got us kicked out.
Sure.
At
Right.
okay, so at Delta last year we were doing karaoke. There's like a little employee hallway between the panel rooms. They took him in there because he wasn't feeling good, and then he puked all over the floor. So the
that happened to
hotel
me.
shut us down.
Well, not to me. That happened at my first ACON. My friends, we got this huge like suite, and it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of us in a room. And so it was like me, my girls, and some of and a couple of guy friends. We all drove up, and then some other guy friends joined us. And one of my guy friends, I literally think he was taught drinking as a child. Like he drinks like a fish. And so he went out, I think with some of the other guys, and they were drinking. We went to bed and we never heard them come in. But I woke up one time because one of his friends just, oh my God, snored so loud. Like legit the room was shaking. So that wasn't fun. And one of my girlfriends, she goes into the bathroom and she sees the guy like huddled around the toilet, and she's
Wait,
like,
girlfriend? I didn't know you were into chicks.
Who cares?
I do. I want to know.
You're good.
No, I don't care.
Carry on.
yeah. So she was like freaked out. She was like, oh my God, what are you doing? Get out. And because she needed to use the restroom. I was like, and so he crawls back, and so I was sleeping like, I don't know how to explain it. Perpendicular to the bathroom door. So I'm sleeping on this rollaway bed over here. He was sleeping on the floor. So he comes over and he's crawling over. So he's crawling over here. And I legit all of a sudden hear him puking basically right next to my head. And I was like, oh, fuck God, please, no, why? And we just like tried to ignore it, go about our day. It wasn't until later we were cleaning the room and my friend looked over and was like, what's this puddle of red stuff on the ground? And I was like, oh, that's him. Oh. And yeah, so he just like so he just like puked all over the floor, and we had to like cone it off with some of the like Mike's Hard Lemonade bottles we had, and we were like, so sorry for the mess, but yeah. So that was fun. So I've never been that bad, even though I do like sometimes I used to do a dozen shots of Fireball. I've never been that bad.
God, I can't.
Never been blacked
Like,
out.
how can anyone do more than like 4 shots of Fireball? It's just, ugh. Blech. I'd rather be sprayed in the face with Lysol again.
Do it. But no, like, but it's funny because like with certain drink, well, not even the certain drinks.
I've
It
been,
seems like most of the drinks, I just get like flirty and like super competitive. So if like all of a sudden we're playing like games or whatever, I'll just be like all up in your face, like let's fucking go and da 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 da. And like that's what I do when I get a little bit drunk. I don't drink anymore.
food truck sushi plus liquor don't mix. By the way, public service announcement brought to you by Geeks 5 Ever and Dr. Squash Soap. Remember to use our code for $10 off, and I get a free bar soap in the mail. Remember, your public service announcement is never eat sushi from a gas station.
He's referring to my sushi story.
Oh God, no. Does it involve you puking?
I've said it before, and yes, it does.
I didn't hear your story.
That was a while ago.
That was
I think
good.
he brought it up the last time too. I ate a bunch of sushi and I drank a bunch of vodka.
And he puked. That's the
I
story.
puked all over myself. I was asleep on the couch. Only wasn't sleeping this time, and just went. "Ugh," there was seaweed on me because I don't
So,
chew my food.
There
I
was
just vacuum
there's
it up.
another story of us at IkiCon.
Oh,
This was the year before we had that big party at the AT&T Center. So I'm pretty drunk, and my dumbass starts. I get mad. I had a really bad night, so I start doing push-ups in the room, and I start slamming shit. Next thing you know, I yanked real hard on the door to our hotel room,
Yeah.
and I ripped the damn door off the hinge.
Wait, that sounds familiar.
like a full-on hotel, or like a cheap hotel.
No, it was a hotel.
Those doors are strong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but remember, like before I tore my rotating cuff, I could like bench like
Oh, you went ultra
370.
instinct on that thing.
I did, I really did. At one point, I could bench almost 400, and then I tore my
Back.
rotating cuff. Once you tear your rotating cuff, you're fucked.
Mhm.
I pretty much ripped the fucking door off, and I'm like, they don't make them like they used to.
They're Goku resistant.
They're not Goku
proof.
retarded. They're not Goku retarded. You mean?
No, they're resistant, not proof.
Yep.
I don't think a lot of things are. You don't understand.
Unless you're Moro.
At IkiCon, this past IkiCon, some dude pissed me off, so I went out into the parking lot. I don't know if I should say this. Oh my god! Let's just move on.
You've
I'm not gonna
admitted
share
to
this.
stealing so much.
I'm not going to share this one. This one's actually pretty bad.
Oh, okay.
I might go to jail.
Ooh.
Oh, well then. No,
How long ago was it?
New Year's.
How long ago? Was it this last year?
Yes, it was this past one.
Okay, so you gotta wait 7 more years.
Fuck. Shit.
Join us in 7 years. Or subscribe to our Patreon for the $100 limit.
It'll be part of our Patreon $100 limit. You get to hear the stories I can't share.
Once we reach $1,500 a month, we will release
fuck it,
the
I'll share.
story.
So this guy really pissed me off, and I was going to a fist fight with him at IkiCon. This past IkiCon.
Wait, are you telling the story you're not supposed to tell?
Yes. So I'm like, you know what?
If you
Fuck
pressure
this
him,
guy.
he'll
So
do
we
it.
go to my friend's car, and we're like fucking smoking. We're getting home.
I do that too.
And next thing you know, I'm like, I'm gonna go look for his car. I'm gonna go find his car. I have no idea who this guy is or what his car even looks like.
I'm gonna find a car.
But I found a car. It was a truck.
Oh no.
This is
And
in
I-
Texas, though.
Pissed all over it. And
Well, that's
they
not that
did
bad.
not lock the doors. So I managed to open the door without the alarm going off. And I peed inside of it too.
You know, if you left it to the outside, it would have been fine. But once you went inside, ooh,
I didn't go inside. My pee
you
did.
pissed inside the car, though. Ugh.
It's like, Goku, what's wrong with you?
Where shall we start?
Between fighting and losing to porta potties and
Those porta
Urinating.
potties were talking shit the whole night. Those fights were justified.
Okay.
I did the same, except I was eating Chinese food at a restaurant and puked all over their floor and seats. It was nice because instead of throwing me out, they were really
Ew.
concerned about me. I was 18.
Wow.
So you drank a whole lot and then went to go get Chinese food and puked
How-
all over the place.
How early did you start drinking? Because Chinese restaurants closed like at 9 or 10.
Well, if they're anything like me, 10 o'clock.
You're already drunk?
No. But I start if I'm got a full day of drinking ahead of me.
I want to know. Let's get Keyblade Sonic's point of view. So how many people have you seen act stupid while drinking alcohol? We got to get you involved somehow. I know this isn't your subject, and this is not the subject we originally planned.
You're the fourth wheel of this four-wheel drive.
You are you're the designated driver.
Oh God.
Well, quite fitting. No, I've seen it several times.
Oh, come on, man. You got to share down like, I saw a couple.
Give us fake names in situations.
I will give you real names.
That's why he's in charge, not you.
Well,
he is the
I could
captain.
I could tell you from my job though, before this whole pandemic thing, I was a Lyft driver and I had plenty of drunk people.
Oh, I hate those people.
Yep, plenty of those.
I almost threw one.
Kinda
I almost threw
sign
one
up for it,
bitch
though.
out of my car. So I was playing Linkin Park, and she's like, they had these like yee-haw cowboy hat wearing
Yeah.
people, and they had the one blonde lady who like doesn't wear enough clothing. She thinks she's the shit, and she like, and she told me like turn off, like change the radio station. I don't listen to that emo shit.
Lincoln Park.
And I was like, bitch, you better get out of my car right now. Dude, drunk people with Uber suck.
It does.
They don't
It
even
sucks.
tip you. Sometimes they
Nope.
don't tip you shit, or they give you a really good tip.
They're too drunk.
Dude,
They
you want me
either
to-
don't add a zero or they add too many.
Well, if you want, I could just tell stories about it. Might as well. One of the first. It was actually one of the first when I first started. I actually had a guy. It was like on a Tuesday, early evening.
Tuesday.
It was on a Tuesday evening. I had a guy tell me I had to pick him up from the apartment complex. So it was at the time where I didn't know that. Oh, you have to follow exactly what the map says. You have to go through this complicated shit. But in reality, you can just go any route you want as long as you get there. I pick him up. I knew I was gonna have a hard time with this guy because he, let's just say he chugs a bottle, and as he was approaching my car, he throws the bottle into the bushes. So I was like, okay, I knew I was gonna have a hard time with this guy.
What a G.
So he gets in. I drive. He goes, "How come you're going this way?" And I was like, well, it says on the GPS where to go and all that." And he's like, "If that was the case, I could have drove myself." And I said,
Dude.
in my head, I was like, "Trust me, I don't think you're gonna have to, man." And he was like, "If that's the case, I would just give you 0 stars. And then my son works for the CIA. He'll probably find you guys." I'm like, what the fuck the CIA has to do with that shit? That's better fucking shit to deal with than this fucking crap. So then I drove him. It was basically towards I-10, basically a highway, ironically to a bar. So, so basically, as we were driving, he goes, "This country is full of illegals, man. We should make this country legal again by shooting up every illegal in this country." And I was like, at the time I just started, so I was like, I'm not gonna deal with so many drama shit. I just kept quiet. But I would have said, "Sir, you're lucky I'm not those kind of people who would have a word about it, because if I would, you're not gonna get out of this car alive." And so I drove him to his destination. I dropped him off, and then you don't give people 0 stars; you give them 1 star, and that's pretty much. I gave him 1 star. I reported what he said, and then Lyft, like the next day, during Compalooza actually, they sent me, "Hey, we saw your review. We want to." That's this whole PR bullshit about, "Oh, safety is our number 1 priority. Is there anything we could do to make you feel comfortable next time?" And I said, "Can you compensate me?" And 2 years later, I haven't heard anything back from that.
I've had a couple people in the Uber be like overly racist, or not racist, but They were bigots
They say
because they were
shit.
saying they were talking about like being supporters of our president and like, oh, we need to support him because we're tired of all these. They were talking about the LGBT community and they were using the I don't want to say the word, but they were using
Right,
the
right.
F word, the
The
F
bad
A
words.
the FAGS word,
Yeah.
and they were using that a lot. And it gets like that. Like they were talking about a lot of it. But I had one dude that I picked up on 59, and I was supposed to take him to his apartment. He's like, "Hey man, you're going the wrong way. Make a U-turn." So he keeps giving me his stupid drunk ass keeps giving me direct. I'm telling him, look, I'm just gonna follow GPS. No man, I know how to get home. The GPS is wrong. It's wrong. He starts getting angry. So I keep driving 59 south. I drove for so long I came close to a fucking Bucky's, and those aren't close. So
Yeah, that's
eventually I
pretty
just
far.
said fuck it and I drove back. His Uber ride ended up costing him $50. It was originally only going to cost him like $10, but he kept misleading me and I kept trying, but
Yeah, obviously didn't care. Actually, it's not really alcohol drunk or anybody. It's more like a coked up guy. You want me to tell that story?
yeah, that works.
Oak story, huh?
Yeah, who wants to hear a coke story? All
Yeah,
right.
we mean Coca-Cola for our
Guy got
Yeah.
really
Innocent
messed up on
listeners.
caffeine and the dark water.
Okay, so it was in the Willowbrook area. I had to pick he was actually my first one of the night. And it turns out the first thing was it was supposed to be I picked them up as I was on my way to pick up this person. Someone called me, the person who put the ride. He's like, "Hey, this is the owner of the liquor store. You're actually picking up one of my best customers. You're just picking him up, take him home." And I was like, "Sure, okay." I get there, I put him here. The guy drags him inside, and he puts him in right next to me. He doesn't put him in the back. I rather have people in the back first, in the front. And if they would be like, well, you know what? I'm gonna go off track a bit because there's one incident I had this person with. I told him to go in the back. He's like, "Well, it's disrespectful to the elderly." I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You better get your ass in the back, motherfucker. It's just for a 2-minute ride.
Did you really say that?
Yeah. I said, dude, like
You're so
you're making a
cool.
big scene. It should not. You always have to go in the back. You should never go in the front unless there's like crowded. Unless you have like
There's
more
like
than
four,
like 3.
like 3 or 4 of you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
So
one
it
of
was,
you has a puppy.
right. Actually, the puppy usually goes in the back. Unfortunately, sadly. But anyway, so he gets dragged in. The owner puts the guy in front of me, right next to me. The ride was supposed to be like a 5-minute ride, but it turns out I was with this guy for roughly 2.5, 3 hours. And you'll know why. Because he tells me as I was driving, he's like, "Hey dude, can we go to like a gas station?" I'm like, "Sure." He's like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna go get some smoke and get a drink." I'm like, "All right, sure, man." He walks in. As we were driving to the gas station, he wants me to shake his hand. I'm like, "It was good, man. My name is this guy." I was like, "Hey, how you doing?"
John
Nice to meet
Cena.
you. Nah. His name, let's call him T. Fuck it. His name's T. I was like, "How you doing, man?" All right, so I drop him off. I wait for him in the gas station. He comes out. So as we were on the route, he says, "Hey man, can we stop by? There's a bar I need to go to. I need to go pick up something." I was like, "Sure." And he wants me to shake his hand. Every 5 minutes, he wants me to shake his hand. And I got a little suspicious. So we go to the bar. He's like, "All right, I'll be back." He goes in, he comes out. We drive off. He's like, "Hey man, I need to go to another one." He goes to another one. He shakes my hand. Basically keeps driving, and then the second time. And then he tells me, "Hey man, we need to go to another bar, but I'm gonna be in there for like an hour. Can you like wait for me? I'll give you like a huge tip. We'll go to ATM, I'll give you like a big tip." I'm like, sure, whatever. So I take him to the bar. He goes inside, and I just wait. I turn off my car. Luckily, there was like a taco truck, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna get dinner."
Hell yeah.
And just let this fucking thing run.
Yeah.
So it turns out he actually did come in an hour. He actually came back to my car after an hour. I was like, Jesus, he fucking actually meant this. Okay. So he's like,
comes back like the next day. You're still
Yeah,
running the
imagine-
meter.
yeah, as hell.
It's gonna cost you $1,522.
Believe it or not, you don't make a lot. You make like 10 cents a minute.
Hmm.
Imagine 24 hours though.
Yeah.
So anyway, so he comes out. He's like, "All right, man. We're gonna go. Let's go to the ATM, man. I'll take that money out for you." Like, all right. And he doesn't go in the front. He actually goes in the back this time.
Of the ATM?
No, of the back of the back of the car.
Okay.
Actually, no. Actually, never mind. He didn't go in the back of the car yet. So he goes. Ends up in the front of me, right next to me. We were driving. He's like, "All right, man. There's the ATM." He hands me his card. He wants me to put it in. His card got declined because apparently it says invalid. And he's like, "Well, what the fuck? Oh, motherfucker! I better call this shit." So he called. I give back his card. He starts calling. As he's waiting for the operator, he puts his phone on the dashboard. He pulls out like a little bag. You know where this is going. He pulls out this bag, and
Containing
he's like-
Coca-Cola.
he right in the container between where you pull up the compartment. He puts in there. He goes, and then as he's waiting, he starts
Yep.
snorting, and I was like, "You did not just snort that shit in my fucking car." And he's like, "Oh, why?" He's like, "Oh, dude, my mouth's getting numb. Fuck." And then he while he's waiting for the call, so he finally gets an answer, and this was like 9:00 at night on a Saturday. So she's like, the operator goes, "Hello." He's like, "Hey, why is my card label declined?" Or because I still have my card. I try to get him. I have like a shit ton of money in my account. And then he gives the number to the card. He gives his name, and then she comes back after a few minutes. She goes,
This is T.
she goes, "Mr. T, this is Mr. T goes, she goes, well, sir, it turns out that your card was labeled as lost and or stolen, and a Good Samaritan reported it." And he was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? For the last I have like $2,000 in that fucking account for the fucking work I put it in. I wanted my car to be working now. Give me a board of directors and all that shit." And he wants me to keep driving as he's arguing. And I was like, "Oh shit, okay, something's not right." So he keeps arguing. And then he got so mad, he like slams it. He's like, and he looks at me as I'm driving. He's like, he wants me to shake his hands. Like, "Man, this is getting rough, man. You gotta work with me, man." And as he shook my hand, the grip got tighter, and my heart started beating. I was like, "Oh shit, am I gonna die in this car? Oh fuck." So he goes, These fucking Mexicans, man. These mafia Mexicans, man. I'm part of the motherfucking mafia, man. They're fucking me over. I'm part of the Irish mafia." And I was like, "Okay." So then he tells me to go to, "Hey man, go to that garage right there, man. It was like a dark ass garage where, like, you know, those businesses where they would be in those garages with those tire repairs and all that."
Yeah.
I've seen Grand Theft Auto. Don't go there.
Exactly. So this is where it gets a little funny and scary too. So he goes.
This is where it gets funny and scary. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So he goes there. He waits in front, and there's a truck right there in front of us. And he's like, "You see that truck there, man?" I was like, "Yeah." "That guy's gonna kill you, man." I was like, "What?" "That guy's gonna kill you, man. You're part of the mafia, man. You're a fucking informant. You're a fucking rat." I'm like, "What? No, I'm not." And he's like, "Let's keep driving." I was like, "Okay." And this dude reminded me of Trevor Phillips, so it kind of fits. So from Grand Theft Auto 5. So as we were driving, he goes, "I know your brother, man." I immediately cut him off and I said, "I don't have a brother." "Bullshit, man. I know where your brother lives. His name is Manuel. He lives in San Antonio." I'm like, "Dude, I don't have a fucking brother. If anything, I wouldn't want to have a brother named Manuel." Okay. So, and then we keep driving. And he's like, "This fucking the mafia, man. We're gonna get those motherfuckers. Those fucking Mexicans are gonna fuck us over with these drug leaders and shit." So we were driving.
Coca-Cola leaders.
Yeah, these Coca-Cola leaders. So he's like, so he tells me, "All right, man, we're gonna go to this one bar, man. One more bar." I'm like, "All right, fuck, finally." I was getting frustrated. I was like, "Dude, 2 hours with this motherfucker. I don't want to like go home." So as we were driving, we were heading there slowly. Suddenly, a police cruiser was speeding up, probably to, like, you know, with the sirens on, like looking to catch a crime scene or whatever, right? Responding to a call. The guy goes, "All right, man. I want you to stop." I'm like, "What? Stop. Stop your car. Let the guy hit you." And that's when I was like, "You know what?" I fucking drove to a shopping center parking lot. I was like, "Listen, man, I've been with you for almost 2 hours with you, all right? You've been shaking my hand with a grip. You fucking snorted coke in my damn car, and you doing some stupid shit. So I'm gonna take you to this. I'm not gonna take you to a hotel. I'm gonna take what? Fuck. So I'm gonna take you to this bar, and after that, I am taking you home. I don't give a fuck where you want next. After that, we are done. All right. And if you got a problem with that, you either get the fuck out of my car, or I'm gonna fucking knock your damn teeth down your fucking throat." And then I had a air freshener. And I was like, "You see this air freshener, man? I can kill you with this motherfucker. So you better just sit there, don't say anything, and let's go. 2 hours with you. I had enough of your stupid drug dealing adventures." And the dude was so fucking quiet, you could hear a pin drop. He was that fucking afraid of me, and I was like, in my head, I was like, Jesus Christ, I actually scared this guy? God damn.
He really does know Manuel.
Yeah, probably. And then he had nothing to say. The next thing he did is like, he opens his hand, and he wanted me to shake his hand. I was like, "Okay, we're in agreements. Just letting you know." And I told him, "Just letting you know, just because I don't look the part doesn't mean I can't play the part." And he knew what that meant. And then he was all quiet. I took him to the bar, the last bar, and he was like, he goes in, he comes out, and he goes, "All right, man, I don't want to go home." Said, "Can you just take me to the hotel nearby?" I'm like, "All right, sure." Took him to the hotel. He gets out, and he's like, he pulls out his wallet, gives me $150. I'm like, "Here, man, sorry for all the trouble." I was like, "All right, thanks." Which is so stupid because ironically that was the amount of money he was going to give me anyway.
He didn't need to go to the ATM.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, "Dude, what the fuck?" But I was so pissed. I was like, "Just get the fuck out of my car." So I got him out, and I had the app still running to his destination. So just to spite him, I went to his destination, added more.
Man, just to spite him, I would have driven to fucking Austin and back with this thing still running.
Well,
Yeah, I could have, but I was like,
it charges the card you use, right? I don't use Uber, so
His
chances
card,
are
yeah.
it's going to charge that stolen card.
Well, it doesn't.
he has.
So what happened is with the way it works with Uber or Lyft, or they're both kind of the same.
right,
So
sharing.
to book the trip, it'll do like a hold on
It'll
the
do like
amount. It won't
pre-draw?
charge the amount, but it'll put a hold. And once it has that hold, even if you cancel the card or whatever, the driver will still be paid that much, and you will be charged the penalty with Uber. And if you owe, Uber won't let you book any more trips until you pay it back. Because I remember we owed
where
Uber
the-
$6.
Where the hell was this story for the past 2 months, dude?
I was just waiting for a moment. Might as well talk about it. You know, well, we're not done yet. So,
What? There's more?
well, no, I drove to the destination. So basically, after 2.5, 3 hours with him, the total came out to $98. So basically, I had almost $300 in one day.
Nice.
Nice.
So I was like, well, I see this as a win. After that, and I was like, all right, I'm done for tonight. I'm going straight home.
You could have died.
Yeah, I know. What a story, right? So, actually, what's so funny is that I was jokingly thinking of making a podcast called Chronicles of a Lyft Driver and just tell all these wacky stories.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing the same thing with Uber.
Now you got this now.
So basically that, or go do open mic and just tell the story.
Man, who would have thought that Mr. T is obsessed with Coca-Cola and lives in Houston?
Dude, you know how easy it is, like especially if you do Uber or Lyft at night, how easy it is in the city of Houston to like pick up drug dealers, pimps,
Yep.
hookers.
Yeah.
Dude, I picked up one chick and she didn't even lie about it. She was just flat out, "Yeah, I'm about to go to this hotel and fuck this dude for like $250."
I'm a hooker.
And she was actually really attractive, so she was talking to me. We were like having
Yeah.
conversation, and she's like, "Hey, like he booked the Uber for me. Like if I give you $60, will you come back and pick me up in an hour?" $60?
that-
I'll just wait for you in the
that
parking lot.
Yeah, that happens too. I've actually got that once. She
I
was
ju-
like, I had a
We're
I had a
learning
pass.
tonight.
Yeah, we're learning. Actually, some of them are really interesting. Some of them be like, they would carry bags, and I'm like, okay, you're a stripper going to a fucking gentleman's club. You don't. There's no shame of it. I already know where you're
No,
gonna
like
go.
a lot of the girls I got weren't even shamed about it. Like this one stripper.
Nah, they just flat out. They're like, oh, they're cool with it. I'm like, all right.
This one
cool.
girl gave me $200 under the table cash to drive her to Dallas.
Whoa.
I took it.
Houston?
I ended up spending the money because I saw a Pac-Man arcade machine, the one up one. No, but I had a Kia Soul, so it would take like $25 to fill up the car.
Oh.
It's
one of the most Goku things I've probably heard you say. It's like,
But
I
here's
went
the thing,
to
though. I
Dallas.
didn't pick her up from her job. I picked her up, and then I started talking to her because I like to talk to my customers. And she's like, "Yeah,
I
like
do
there was
too.
this guy that used to take me to Dallas. I mean, I can give you a ride to Dallas because I have a daughter in Bedford area, and that's close to where I was going. So I was gonna go see her. So, I took her. She gave me $200, but I ended up picking her up from a hotel in Houston." And I picked her up. And she's like, "Oh, I hate that guy. He's such a fucking cheapskate." I was like, "Oh, that sucks." Well, the hooker I had picked up before, the stripper, she gave me $60, and as soon as she got back, she took full advantage of their continental breakfast, their free continental breakfast, and she's like, "Man, that guy was cheap as fuck." We agreed on $250. He only wanted to give me $150, so I just pretty much laid there like a dead fish, and he had to do all the work.
Ah.
My God.
Like he wanted premium service, but he didn't want to pay premium prices.
You're getting basic.
This is when the Geeks 5 Hour podcast is taking a turn for the worse when we're talking about the bullshit that happens in an Uber. Like, as a driver, from one driver to the other, has anyone ever hit on you in the car?
Like try to flirt with me and all that.
Like, try to have sex with you while they're drunk?
No, literally.
No.
Raph and I are just gonna sit
No,
back
most
and
of
watch.
my Lyft and Uber, because the main area I go to would be like Westheimer or Montrose and all that.
Yeah, I do Middleton, I do Midtown, or I'll
Alright,
do the
yeah, that too,
Washington
yeah.
Montrose area as well.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, though, the way Uber works is that you can be anywhere. Like, it can take you anywhere. It doesn't try to keep you in the same area.
Right. That's what happens with Lyft too. Sometimes I would have guys that would take me from downtown to like the airport, which I like those. I like the long ones. So I'm like, all right, the longer they are, the less I will have to fucking be driving around here.
Yeah, like this one girl I picked up, she gets in the front seat of the car, and I'm like, hello. And she's like, "Let's go. Drive." I'm like, "Okay, shit. My bad." So I start driving. She starts looking at me. She's like all angry and drunk and high as fuck, I guess.
Mhm.
So, so how was your
Staring
night?
at you.
How was your night? It sucked. And then she like starts like touching me, like putting her hand right here. I'm like, can you like not touch me, please? Thank you. And then she starts getting all upset. And then she starts yelling at me. And then she keeps putting her hand in different body parts. I keep telling her no. And then she's yelling and screaming, "This is why we broke up." I'm like, "I don't even know who the fuck you are." What do you mean? And I started like getting back. I'm like, "I don't even know who you are. You got in my fucking Uber. Now you're yelling at me, touching me. You're in the front seat, and I can't even play music because you fucking yelled at me." She was, dude. I'm like, you know what I fucking did after I dropped her off? I fucking drove around the city. Like, all right, bitch. Ended up getting $50.
There you go. Kind of works out.
Fuck yeah, but it was a lot worse, dude, because she had alcohol on her and she spilled it on the floor of my car and she kept just getting aggressive.
I had a chick almost puked on my car. She was like seconds away from puking on my car. Had she not got out?
I had 3 chicks who got kicked out of one Uber. I picked them up in the middle of the street. They had boxed wine and beer and they were like jumping around the car, drinking and twerking while blasting their shitty music.
Yeah, I was like, "Hey, do you got an aux cable?" You ever had any of them say
Yeah,
that?
I had to pull over so they could connect to the Bluetooth. They make me go to a Whataburger and they're yelling at the cars behind us. "Hey, I know who the fuck you are. Fucking asshole. Get the fuck out of the car."
Oh my God.
And they're like, these one dudes try to pick them up from our car. "Hey, man, we're going to a party." They're trying to pick up the girls from my car and they're like, "We're with him." I'm like, "You can go with him."
I can just stop this right now.
Oh my God. I started carrying a weapon in my car because of incidents.
Nunchucks. Gotcha.
No, I carried a sledgehammer. Somebody was going to die.
Triple H them. All right.
That's right. I was gonna start carrying a gun because I got robbed at one point, but Uber is dangerous. Uber, you will end up in some sketchy ass areas.
You would.
I ended up in parts of Houston I didn't know existed.
The annals of Houston.
You know how many porn stars and hookers I picked up?
No,
In the
please
middle
go
of the
on.
I picked up one girl who's grocery shopping, and she made me help her carry her. Well, she didn't make me. She asked me if I could help her, so I offered to help.
Mm-hmm.
So we go inside of her apartment so I can leave her groceries, and she has an entire Pornhub studio thing set up in her apartment.
Cool.
How to make money.
It was all like professional, everything. I'm like,
Do you podcast?
podcast? Would you like to be on a podcast? It was great. Uber had its ups and downs. A lot of people cussing, getting
Definitely
angry.
a lot of stories.
You know, other Uber drivers have candy or chips or water. Well, ma'am, you're drunk and it's 2 a.m. So the last thing I need is for you to puke in my car. Hello, thank you for. It's like, hello, I am Goku. Are you my Uber? No. Oh, then they walk away. I'm like, I'm kidding. I am your Uber. I got into 3 car wrecks while doing Uber. Because driving
Because
at
of you
night.
or because of the people?
No, they hit me. They hit me. One guy backed up into me while I was driving.
Yeah.
It was downtown. It was one of those. I was driving, honking. I was honking. So there was one Uber incident where I was honking at the guy because I found out who my patron was. So I see him. I'm like, okay, that's him. So I'm honking. Hey, I'm your Uber driver. No, get the fuck out of here. You're not my Uber driver. Get the fuck out. Guy keeps walking down the sidewalk. I'm driving at 15 miles per hour, honking. Dude, I'm your fucking Uber driver. No, the fuck you're not. No, the fuck you're not. And so this guy backs up into me. Like, I'm driving. I'm on the street. He's backing out of a parking spot because, you know, downtown in Houston is stupid.
Right.
He hits me. And he gets out of the car and he smells like fucking bourbon. He smells like alcohol. And then my Uber rider was like, oh, he hit you. He hit you. He's screaming. He doesn't have insurance. He doesn't have fucking insurance.
Just
And then
jump
the
to
guy that
conclusions
hits me
here.
like, oh, what? Because I'm Mexican, I don't have insurance? Well, you think I'm fucking illegal? Like, you got a fucking problem? He's like, fuck you, you don't have insurance. You're trying to run off. And they're about to start fighting. He throws his phone at him, and it hits his fucking car, and it breaks. He's like, oh, you think I'm a fucking dirty Mexican? He's like, he didn't even say that. He's like, oh, you think I'm illegal? I'm a Mexican because I don't have insurance? Well, how do you not have fucking insurance? And they're about to start fighting. I'm over here having to separate them. And like, dude, can you park your car before the cops come over here and arrest you? Because they're going to arrest you for drunk driving. Because you smell like alcohol. All right, that's fine. I'm going to park my car. And the guy's like, yeah, park the fucking car, you illegal. And I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Get in the car and shut up. And he didn't get in. They actually started swinging. And one of them hit me in the face. And I shoved them. And I told my rider, get in the fucking car. I fucking had to yell at him, get in the fucking car, you fucking asshole. And then as soon as like, he's like, fuck that guy. He's trying to like open my fucking car door. He's like, fuck that guy. I'm gonna whip his fucking ass. I'm gonna beat his fucking ass. I'm not illegal. I'm not. I was like, I'm not even fucking Mexican. Then why did you say you were? So we exchanged information. So the ride to the guy's fancy ass rich apartment. Hey man, I didn't mean all that things I said, man. I just wanted to make sure he had insurance. That's all. You yelled at him, illegal immigrant.
Wow.
You said you must be illegal because you don't have insurance. The guy, like, he did have insurance. I took a picture of his ID and insurance. But I had to let him go because they were about to start fist fighting. I could not. I was not about to. This is downtown. If the cops show up, all 3 of us were going to go to jail.
I just made a note about Lyft and Uber stories. If we ever have a down moment, apparently you two have so many stories.
Right. Jason and I were,
We'll make a segment for it instead of having a whole podcast about it.
It's what happens when you do it for like a year and a half.
It seems like the worst
years
form
for
of
me.
customer. It's the worst form of customer service.
It is. And like
From what I can
people
see.
will bat. Like I had one girl just get in the car And from the moment she gets in the car, she just starts shit talking me the entire time, just like bad mouthing me. First, like the first thing she did was ask me personal questions. You have a girlfriend?
Yeah, like what the fuck?
I was like, I would rather not answer that.
Maybe.
And I was like, that's personal. And she's like, answer the fucking question. Do you have a girlfriend or not? I was like, no. What the fuck does it matter? You're a fucking pussy. Like, men don't know how to ask girls out. You're fucking pussies. Like, that's the reason why you're single. You're a fucking bitch. And the whole ride. And I'm trying to be like this calm, collected person. This is a scrawny... This is an attractive, tiny white girl who's in college that I just picked up from a ghetto area. And
Taller
she's
or shorter than 5 feet?
She's like 5'4", 5'3", something.
Darn near goblin size. Okay. They
Anyways,
get angrier the smaller they get.
So I'm taking her to this apartment complex at the University of Houston main campus.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole time she's just bad-mouthing me, talking shit. I'm like, bitch, I should kick you out of this fucking car and let you fend for yourself in the hood. And I didn't. I was so calm. I was so collective. And what pissed me the fuck off is that I didn't say a single word to her. I'm like, yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Okay.
Right.
Whatever.
Right.
I was kind and courteous. She still gave me a fucking 1-star rating.
You could report that, you know.
I didn't know that.
Was shit.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. Someone gave me a 1-star because I said I didn't have any seatbelts, despite the seatbelts were literally in the fucking car.
Who says they don't have seatbelts?
I don't know. She was probably stupid. She came out of the rodeo, so she was probably like already having a good time over there.
Dude, I picked up people during Mardi Gras. I had one
Rodeo.
people get in the car. They're getting in the car for Mardi Gras, and they're like, all right, let's go. Let's go. So we start driving. 5 miles later, fuck, we forgot our friend. And they're calling them on the phone. Where the fuck are you? We're in the Uber. Where's the Uber? And the Uber's like, where are we?
5 miles away.
We're passing the Walmart that's past the bridge. And the guy's like, what the fuck? Y'all forgot me. He's like, we gotta go back. I'm like, dude. All right.
That's crazy.
That meter's still ticking.
Meter's still ticking. Then he's like, hey, can my girlfriend sit on your lap? We don't have a lot of room back here. I'm like, no.
Wow.
How am I gonna see? Well, first I looked at her. I was like, well, no. Well,
Safety first.
Let me see. Nah.
So we've all said weird drunk stories.
These aren't
apparently.
drunk. I was sober when I Ubered. Thank you very much.
Not you. Yeah, you were sober. The people you were with, clearly not.
Clearly not.
What about Raph?
But I got some stories when I was doing massage therapy.
Ooh.
Ooh, a drunk massage therapist?
No, well,
That's weird. They're already relaxed.
Were they drunk?
I don't think no.
Were you drunk?
I mean, possibly. I don't know specifically. I had a guy when I used to work at a massage MD, and I looked at his intake form, and it said he had all these like psychological issues. He was like schizophrenic and bipolar and had PTSD, and I was like, what the actual
He's gonna stab me.
What you gonna do, stab me?
And I was like, oh Jesus.
This massage didn't fix any of these things.
You need a you came to the wrong professional. You need a professional therapist.
I mean, besides
You
that,
Not
need
this
Dr.
kind of
Mario for that
therapy.
shit.
I mean, yes and no, but I'm not gonna get into it. I could, but I won't.
Stupid comments.
They went to the wrong building.
Huh? Oh yeah. But anyway, so I take the guy back, and I have on my, I put on my therapy voice and everything, like, hi, my name's Rachel.
See what I'm
Come on."
laughing at? You see what I'm laughing at now? Yeah.
I scrolled down.
It's one of the
And-
comments that one of the commenters said, "Ooh, happy ending." I see.
Y'all can't afford it.
Oh my god.
Y'all can't afford it.
What? Expensive.
I take the guy back, and I always lead my clients, and even now, like my patients, I'm always like the first one who are like, let me guide you where we're going, rather than tell you where to go. So one of my coworkers was walking opposite of us, and so I go into my room and I ask him, okay, so like, what are we here for? Da da da. Tell me about your thing. How much, what kind of pressure do you like? Or you want me to avoid? Da da da. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Go ahead and get undressed to your comfort level under the sheets. Blah blah. I go outside to wait like my 2 to 5 minutes, however long it takes him to get under the sheets. And he comes up to me, and he tells me, "Girl, he was looking at you like a shark in the water." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "No, girl. When you were leading him back, his eyes were on your back like a motherfucking target." I was like, "Oh, fuck."
Message in a bottle.
And this was when I had, and this was around the time I just started at JDF school. So I was like, okay, the 3 things I know I'm going to keep in my mind. If this guy pulls something, I'm going to do this. And I was staring at the door the entire time. And I was like, I'm just going to jump over this fucking table and run.
You don't have to worry about him pulling something. He's wanting you to do something else.
Ooh, my.
Different kind of pull.
So the,
Good night, everybody.
The real crazy thing was, as I'm working on him, oh, God.
That was him.
He
He heard the story from the podcast and he showed up. He's there.
That was my cat.
The cat's. It's really him in a cat costume. He looks at you. He's like, "Sup? I mean, meow."
Kibbles and bits. Please.
That's a dog thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Cats are just bad dogs. I don't know.
Sup? I mean, meow.
So you are working him over.
Yep. Work
Yeah.
it, girl.
So I'm working on him. And the thing is, I always start with my clients like face down, and then I turn him over. So he's face down, and as I'm working on him, he's like shaking and breathing really heavy, like he's angry. And I was like, what the actual fuck? So I'm just working, and again, I'm just like, okay, stop it! Oh my God.
Oh
We
my
can't
God.
even hear the cat, so
Yeah, we can't.
Well, no, she
This
doesn't
is
have a bell. Yeah, no, because she's a ninja. She doesn't have a bell on her.
this is just for you. Anything that cat's doing, only you know. We have
Right.
no idea. You just
We
stop
for
no
all we
reason.
know, you're
Like, the
crazy.
door
You're
is
not.
just open. See, this is why I didn't want to close my door the first time, because I watch way too many paranormal shows, and I'm just like, what? I'm just like, is
We just assume a ghost of Patrick Swayze's in there. And
Yeah, no. As far as we're
Crazy.
concerned,
I,
you don't really have a cat there. It's just a sandal with a leash.
you want me to go get her?
No, I don't want to see the cat.
oh, we saw the pre-show. We know that was a cat.
No, I didn't see the pre-show.
Yeah, I saw a cat too.
Anyways, I don't care.
Los gatos.
I'm not really a big fan of cat.
So, so long story. So fortunately, he didn't do anything, and I just kept working. I was like, please God, please God, please God. So as soon as I got out of there, I was like, okay, so our time is up. Take your time getting up, and I'll meet you outside for some water. Blah blah blah. I go straight to the front desk, and I was like, blacklist him. I am not working on this guy anymore. He fucking scared me. And he comes out, I'm like, okay, so how was everything? Do you feel okay? Drink lots of water, da da da. Whatever. He checks out, he goes and rebooks with me. And I didn't find out until like a few weeks later. And I was like, what the hell is this? I said, blacklist him. And he said, and my manager was there, and he was like, well, he booked you before you said it. And it's like, that's a thing? No, I don't want to work on this guy. He scares me. Get him the fuck out.
He was vibrating on the table. He doesn't need a massage. He can do it himself.
That's right.
So,
Well, but on the much more like, so that's like one side of the spectrum. On the other side of the spectrum,
ooh,
no,
full
that was
spectrum.
like one of the worser ones. One of the like lamer ones was this one guy that came in, and he just didn't like adjust himself after he turned over. So I just undrape his leg, and he's just hanging out there, and I'm like, really, Queen?
What happened?
What do you mean? What happened?
No, y'all stop talking.
Oh, yeah, I was just wondering what happened.
You said really, and that was all I got from that.
Yeah.
Oh, his dick was hanging out on his leg. He didn't put it away like my other male clients.
Like,
What
was
a
he supposed to
jerk.
disattach it and put it in his purse?
Like tuck it
Drapes?
on his leg. Yeah.
Maybe that's his way of asking you out on a date. Like, hey.
Fuck no.
Who's
Hey,
watching
shit.
stuff? Who's
Me.
watching stuff on the phone? It's
I was
always
watching-
you.
I was watching Simpsons.
Island Paulina. I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. Hello. Welcome to the podcast. We have, you joined towards the end, but if you can subscribe to our channel, please, on Twitch, that'd be amazing. We have 15 minutes left. We were talking about alcohol. I think we're going to talk more about alcohol tomorrow.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. It's Beer Friday. I don't know. Tomorrow, I think we have a guest for tomorrow, so
You'll probably run it by him first.
somebody's getting the day off tomorrow. Not Jace.
I'm the one person in Dallas.
That's right. We need somebody to tell us because if anything bad happens, it happens in Dallas first, and then it hits us. So
That
we
is
got about a
true.
4-hour head start to start running.
When the riots start, it happens here.
Well, okay. Since we were
Hashtag
talking
not my
about drinking, we are going to have another party at Delta H Con next year for 2021. It is going, like we said last year, 2019 was our last one, and we
We
really
lied.
meant it. However, with everything happening, with everything going on, we felt like this is something we needed to bring back, considering the fact that we like to entertain. I'm an entertainer. I like to entertain people. I like to do this stuff. We should all be guests. That's part of our Patreon tier package, our $10 tier.
We don't give us suggestions because we're
Yeah,
we
we're,
need ideas.
We need some money.
we need money to pay for the bills because this shit is not cheap.
It's not a
Anyway.
lot of bills. It's just a little bit of bills. We just need
We
some
need
help.
some money.
But so we're gonna do one. We're gonna definitely do another party. It's gonna be called. We had a party called All In.
I
We're
fold.
gonna call it all out, right?
We're gonna call it.
all out.
Well, what would be a good name for the party? Because we always like to give them themes, like names.
Okay.
Like we had one called All In. We had one called Drunken Geeks.
We're like-
homecoming.
We're like a year away. I think you got a little bit of time to not announce it now.
I mean, I was thinking homecoming because like everybody is
Like
going back to
Spider-Man?
normal. Yeah, Spider-Man
I'm
homecoming.
coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home.
There you go.
I'm coming home, coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. I'm gonna drink today. Wake up sober. No, I don't got
Like yesterday.
LOL,
And then
JK.
my bottle awaits. It was cheap as shit.
No, it was cheap at Chevron.
There you go. Yeah, we're gonna write a Geeks Fiber album coming out 2021. So
Yeah, give us. That's our.
We got
That's
a lot
skill.
of promises.
we definitely will not have a Podcast. Well, I'm still no.
But
They just
Behave.
said homecoming.
I would spray you with this, but it's a camera, and I don't want to fucking get it.
Coming.
Die again. He doesn't want to disinfect his lungs again.
That's right. I am
Raph,
now-
do you have the chat up, or are you still blind to the chat?
Oh, totally blind. No idea what's going on.
Okay, that's why I was like, you're confused. Look,
We're gonna
Yeah.
keep it.
What's
That's because we all have our cell. Like, I can see the chat because
My phone always dies like right before the show starts, so I go and charge it. So I'm always like, I have no idea what's going on.
why can't you charge it and have it in front of you at the same time?
What are they
doesn't
saying?
doesn't it like fuck up your battery when you do that? When you use it while
you gotta develop that later on. But there's a really bad, inappropriate pun involving homecoming
Get
in the
it?
chat. That's what he's got that face
Yeah,
for.
homecoming.
Take off your pants and jacket. It's because there was a story that came out recently about that. You ever heard that album by Blink 182?
Which one?
It was called "Take Off Your Pants and Jacket." and people didn't understand it. And there's a deep meaning, which is the take off your pants and jacket.
Yeah.
And then and then apparently recently Machine Gun Kelly just figured out the joke, and then Travis Barker, the drummer, made fun of him for it. He's like, "Wow, it took you 20 years, almost like 20 years to figure it out."
Okay.
What song I was thinking about?
What's my age again? What's
Yes.
my age again?
There's a song. It's a punk song, and it's like, "Shake it once, that's all right. Shake it twice, and shake it again. You're playing with yourself again." You know,
I don't remember.
it's shake it once, that's all right. Shake it twice, that's still okay. Shake it 3 times, you're playing with yourself again. The old saying, only shake it twice, otherwise you're playing with yourself. For men,
Yeah.
yeah. I
don't
think it
live
was
by
like
that rule.
fuck.
I'm apparently playing with myself.
Oh, it's
Like, a lot.
it's the anthem by Good
Yeah, it's
Charlotte.
the anthem, right? It was the anthem.
By Good Charlotte.
But yep. Like the little dinosaur. What they doing? Sorry, I speak Spanish and I want to understand a little more about the punctuation. ¿Puedes hablar español? Yo puedo hablar un poquito de español. Si tienes una pregunta, no puedo leer en español o escribir, pero yo sí puedo hablar en español. Si quieres, podemos tenerte en el podcast un día para en español. Nomás mándenos un mensaje a geeks5ever@gmail.com, el email, o me puedes mandar un mensaje en Twitch, ahorita que donde estás, o el YouTube o el Facebook si quieres. Will you stop? Look at all the white people that don't speak Spanish. What the fuck is he saying? I don't know.
I was fake sign languaging for a little bit.
This man speaking taco.
Hey man, Brasino, why don't I tell you about that taco burrito language?
What?
Because there was a comic I read. It was like, she's like, this girl's grabbing her friend who's Mexican, like her food. And she's like, "Hey, esos son mis churros, pendeja." And she's like, "I don't speak taco."
Oh, we had this one friend in college. He was like, he has an accent in both languages, but he messed up saying cholos. So we almost got into a fist fight with these dudes in college, and he's like, "What do you want to?" They look like cholos, but he's like, "Oh, you got a problem with me? You got a problem with us chulos?" But instead of saying cholo, he said chulos.
Chulos.
Chulos in Spanish means cutie. So he keeps calling them chulos, and they're like, "The fuck." And they run
Go with
off.
it.
He
Just
scared
go
them
with
off.
it.
He scared them off. He's like, "That's right. They're scared of me because they know I can kick their ass." That's not why they ran.
Yeah, the fuck with us chulos.
Don't F
The fuck
word
was-
with
He's
us.
like, "Come on, come hit me as hard as you can, chulo." And the guy's like,
Don't mess with us cuties.
You want to
that
pound
guy-
right now?
I've never seen somebody frown so much in my life.
You want to go down? We'll do it right here.
Come on,
right
come
now.
on, chulos. Come on, chulo. Come on, chulo. And like, chulos. And they're all like, the fuck? Like, what's your problem, Holmes? We're out of here. Calling him cute. And we had to explain to him, do you realize you just called them cuties, right? You just said they were cute. What?
It worked.
Yeah, it worked. I mean, yeah. I mean,
Don't
to be fair,
argue
it
with the
worked.
results.
No,
You see,
because,
absolute win.
no, he saw it as an absolute loss because he started screaming afterwards.
Like, I can't believe I embarrassed myself in front of those guys.
Like, they don't find me attractive at all.
I was actually hitting on them. What?
I'm like,
I know what I was saying.
no, but yeah, that happened in college. So si tienes una
Pregunta.
no, I'm trying to no, that's not what I'm trying to say. Si quieres puedes ir a la página para el Geeks Forever en el Facebook, facebook.com/Geeks Forever. Nomás tienes que ponerle Geeks Forever, pues nos puedes encontrar en Facebook o YouTube. Hay también YouTube. So, yo puedo hablar español. Sonic acá sí puede hablar español también.
Sí, pues, sí puedo.
No
This is
tanto,
the
no
one
soy.
from-
Nací en los Estados Unidos, pero crecí mucho en México. Tengo mis abuelos de México, tengo mi familia en México, mi papá es de México, pero yo crecí mucho en México, pero yo crecí más en los Estados Unidos. Crecí más hablando inglés que español. Puedo hablar, como dije, puedo hablar un poquito español, pero no tanto. No tanto como Como los demás. No, no son las palabras muy grandes, las palabras muy... Pero, este canal está en inglés ahorita. Back to English. Let me hit the SAP button. Hold on.
There's a Twitch member from Costa Rica, correct?
Yes, that's not the same one though.
That's a
Different
different
one?
person.
Yeah, that's a different
guy.
person. Yeah, we're
Yes.
attracting Spanish speakers.
Awesome.
We're gonna have to start replacing all the white people.
Oh.
No,
The Thanos snap.
mi español es muy piquito.
Did you just say your? Never
My
mind.
Spanish is very small.
That's not what you
hope.
said. That's not what
I
you
hope.
said. That's not what you said. You said something else was very.
Es muy piquito.
You just said something else was very small.
Yo hablo pequeño.
No, I'm messing with you.
What?
You said that your Spanish is small.
Yeah, that's
Mi
the extent
Spanish
of what
is
I got.
muy small.
Dude, I just hope I can find the bathroom.
Baño.
I can find the bathroom and the library.
Look, there's a
That's all I can do.
taco. Go to a taco restaurant and just order like 5 tacos de culo. Dude, those
No.
are like.
I know that word now. Can't slip that by me.
That's a bad word that people use a lot.
They keep trying to buy my butt.
They're gonna bite you in the butt.
Hey, like the taco truck dude looks at his friend. There's this white guy, man, keeps coming in here trying to buy my butt. Talking about he wants 5 tacos on my ass. Obviously, this will be in Spanish.
Right.
Este bolillo viene cada día, está ordenando 5 tacos de mi culo. No sé qué le pasa al baboso.
Ya, güey.
Le dije que
I
se
just-
saca de aquí,
I
que se
just
larga la
want-
chingada.
I just want a
Ya,
taco.
Le dije que estoy
Please.
casado.
Ya,
No,
güey.
mira, ya está afuera molestándome. Me dijo culo,
Muy
culo,
por
culo.
favor.
Dijo que quiere mi culo. No sé qué le voy a decir. Que se larga, pero no se larga. Dijo que no habla español, pero quiere mi culo.
I'm just gonna go to Burger King. Sleep.
His
really
burrito is muy chiquito.
A mi burrito sabanero, na vida entera.
We'll whip out the Selena in this podcast.
Lena is dead.
What did you say?
Dookie, 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 dookie.
What did you say?
Christmas song. She said, "Well, he don't care. She's dead."
I'm quoting a drag queen that said that to like some heckler.
Hey, we're gonna put F.
Who
let's
said
put some
that?
Put F in the chat for Selena.
Who said-
This drag queen, Bianca Del Rio, I love her. So this Latino guy came up and was like, "Why don't you have Latino peoples on your whatever?" Da 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 da, and try to like teach her a lesson. So he just storms off, and she tore him a new one. And then she's like, "You want me to piss you off? You want me to piss you off worse? Selena is dead." It was just funny.
Oh, fuck no. Fuck that bitch. Yeah, she's dead, but you know what? Who's this person?
Bianca Del Rio. She's a drag queen in South Comic.
I don't know. The only time I ever know these drag queens is because they were Funko Pops. That's the only reason I know
For
them.
real. Like, fuck this person. Selena's dead. But you know what? So is your fucking career because apparently you suck. You suck.
No, just go watch her. She's funny.
Fuck no, I'm not watching her.
Okay.
I'm not watching that shit. I'm not going to support somebody that says Selena's dead. Move on. Fuck you,
It's
bitch.
a show. Calm down.
It's an offensive.
No, it's
joke.
not. It's offensive towards
It's an
me and my
offensive
culture.
joke.
Selena is a part of our culture as a Texan and
goddess.
Hispanic.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's true.
They even have a statue of her. We should replace all the Confederate statues with statues of Selena.
At least in the Bible Belt, just to piss off the racists.
I love it. Let's do it.
Or
Selena.
how about statues of the dragons from Spiral? If you have to like touch them to rescue them.
Just make them Pokemon Go
Well, I was
stops.
going to say we replace them with statues of Bucky's or Selena.
There you go. We could do that in Texas, but everyone else, they decide whatever they want with it.
We need more statues. That's what I'm.
Oh, there you go. Phil in Pennsylvania, all of them are Rocky statues.
We
There you go.
need statues of Goku. Goku's more a part of American culture than the Confederacy.
Just all of them doing the same thing with the hands up, like
Yes.
kind of
Give me your
Spirit bomb,
energy.
there
you
Give
go.
me your energy.
Yeah.
So, okay. Raph.
wind it down.
Raph.
Ooh, the eye roll.
So if I invite you to drink with me, you're going to drink with me.
Sure.
If he drags me down to Houston, you sure as hell better be there.
I'll be there.
No, like I've hung out with Raph before, and we've never drank together.
No.
Never. I know better not.
Yeah, so like, okay, so you know how I get like when I'm just hanging out with like you guys and I'm sober?
Mm-hmm.
So times that by alcohol.
What? Say that
Who
again.
said alcohol?
All I
Yeah.
heard was alcohol.
Deal.
So when we hang out, so like when but that's yeah, so like that's me drunk. It's when we hang out, like how I am at convention sober, like just multiply that by alcohol. It's worse.
I mean, 100 times 0 is still 0.
Always sober.
Hey, I'll come down to Houston to drink with you guys. Hey, Bitter Robot. Bitter Robot knows where it is. All right, we're gonna start winding down. So, August 4th, Sonic Keyblade will not be here. Sonic Keyblade has a day off.
Oh.
What do you mean? Oh, you like asked me for the day off.
I mean, sure.
You said it's my birthday.
he's
you
regretting his
specifically
decision.
said
Hey,
Just
that
because
it's
it's my
my
birthday,
birthday.
doesn't mean I'm gonna have a day off.
So. Do you want to be on the stream, or do you want to just like not be on the stream?
Yeah.
We'll see. That depends on what can I do for my birthday, especially.
Well,
this
I don't even know if we're gonna be able to still do it or not because
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
Hey, would the viewers want to see a birthday stream? A birthday podcast?
Just
I don't know if my
constantly
dad.
do videos and post them.
If my dad cooks, if he grills, I'm definitely not doing a podcast.
Yeah, no.
But
worries,
your
there you go.
birthdays aren't your birthdays on the same day?
Yeah, we both have the same
Yeah, that's
birthdays.
why.
2 weeks from
Oh, yeah.
Tuesday.
My birthday's
Chances
on the
are
same day.
we're not gonna have a broadcast on that day.
We're
Chances.
probably not. I'm trying to make a. I don't know. I got nothing. Like I don't want to be alone for my birthday.
Aw.
I'm gonna turn 32. Shut up.
yeah, I was alone for my
32.
birthday.
You didn't
How come
say
you don't want me
anything
back?
to any of us.
Well,
I
like,
don't even
what was
know
I
you.
gonna say? We were already like into this quarantine.
You could have said
like,
Goku. It's my birthday. I would have shown up with like 2 bottles.
You at least wished me a happy birthday on Facebook. You did.
It's my
You sent me at
birthday.
least a birthday wish on Facebook.
Yeah, because I
My
woke up and
birthday.
I got a notification saying, "Hey, it's your birthday."
Thank you,
My
Facebook.
birthday.
But if you
Yeah.
had said, because I assumed that you were going to do something with your family, if you had said, I got nothing going on, I would have showed up with 2 bottles like, crack a bottle, let your body water.
Well, I really didn't have an idea of what to do with my birthday anyway, because like when I turned 30, it sucked. Turning 31 was something.
How old are you
Yo.
now?
And then, yeah, nothing happened.
I thought you were like still in your 20s.
surprise.
Nah, we're old.
Yeah. Go and chug a bottle of Goku's fruity drinks.
Mm.
That's Delta. There you go.
That's
That's the
right.
name of the title. That's the name of the party. Go and chug a bottle of Goku's fruity drinks.
Think of it as Power Rangers and cartoons.
Jingle.
I mean, you could have said something. I would have showed up like,
He would have showed up to your front door and started singing that song.
shot.
What? I mean,
he's
We were
already
both-
drunk. He's not the.
what are you gonna do?
I'm just at your door and I'm already on the floor.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, let's party.
What's up?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, open up. I'm texting you. Open the door. I'm here. And you open it up. There's nobody out there. Like, where the fuck are you? They say you're here. I am here. I'm knocking on the door. You like walk
Neighbor.
outside. You see me at the wrong apartment. Goku. That's the wrong apartment.
I said 201, not
Oh,
301.
no es un problema. Sí. Estamos diciendo más que yo puedo hablar español, pero no puedo leer o escribir en español porque yo soy de Estados Unidos, pero mi papá es de México. Mis abuelos son de México. Yo puedo hablar español. Sonic acá puede hablar español también.
Sí puedo.
So, si quieres mandar un mensaje en el Facebook, en la página de Facebook, es facebook.com Geeks Forever. Si quieres ir allá mandar un
Mandando.
mensaje de Facebook, podemos hablar allí. Vamos a hacer un video un día de todo en español. Anyways, so birthday plans. When was your birthday? When was your
I
birthday?
heard escribir.
Oh,
We didn't say anything about beer.
You said writing in Spanish, Greg. You cannot write in Spanish?
No, I can't write or read in Spanish.
Okay, I just tried to pick up words because my 4 years of Spanish have failed me.
When was your birthday?
Me?
Hmm.
April 27th.
Damn, that was a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
I would have showed up with a bottle. Woo!
Friend showed up too. Another one of my friends like FaceTime me, and then the rest of my friends like forgot because it's okay.
I don't like being around
it's
people.
not okay.
Huh?
I don't like. The thing is, look. I haven't really drank anything. I like one since this whole pandemic started. I had one beer, or maybe two, one or two. I was sober,
Dude.
since this whole thing has started. Except for the 2 beers, I haven't been sober since February.
You are going to be jacked the next time you have anything.
I don't like drinking alone.
And you're always alone?
I'm always alone.
We need that drinking podcast. That way we can do it together.
You don't know what it's like, man.
I guess we can do
Dope.
something. I mean, I haven't drunk anything in like I don't know 3 years.
Drink anything in like 30 seconds.
How do you exist?
Very well, thank you. Not all of us need to drink to feel alive.
Yes, we do.
There's things inside me I'm trying to kill.
Some of us need a drink to stay alive because that stench at the cons will kill us.
Ooh.
I mean, well, I also
Oh
haven't
man.
conventions in a
I
while.
don't know
Walking
what
by
kind of-
somebody who just
I don't know what
sings
kind
so
of black
bad.
magic Keyblade Sonic uses to like avoid the smell, but I need to learn how to use it.
It's toilet paper. And just crams it up there. And it puts like like a face mask on.
False. Yes, we do. John's like, yes, we do need alcohol. So, I don't know. What do we? So I need to know. Like, I guess we were gonna have this meeting afterwards. So, do you want to do the podcast the day of?
No, whatever you feel comfortable with, man.
Man, it's up to you, man. I ain't got shit. My life is sad right now.
No, but like you said, if you
All
already
of us
got,
are
if your parents are making food and you're not gonna do it, I'm okay with it. Now just let us know the day of. How about that, or the day before?
Let me look at a calendar real quick.
It's a
Tuesday.
day.
The 4th is on a Tuesday.
It was born on a Tuesday.
Yeah, maybe it's like 50-50 at this point.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm
If you let us know sometime in the early day, we can set a notice out saying like, "Hey, we're not going to do anything tonight. Enjoy your night."
Yeah.
I'm going to drink anyway. I don't care.
I'm like, no podcast tonight, everyone, and I knock on Raph's door.
Fuck.
Okay.
Party,
Who's that?
woo! Are you here from the outsiders? Party, woo!
Who's at the door? It's Reggie.
Party,
Who the fuck is Reggie?
Party,
Look up the staircase.
Who's at the door? It's Parze. Who the fuck is Parze? We here to party! Oh, shh.
Well, this took a turn for the better.
Did it?
Did it?
I don't know. It was entertaining.
What?
My private chat just blew up. I missed like 50 plus messages on here. Mostly
Hey, we're
about
not-
alcohol.
We're not even done with the podcast, aren't we?
We are. We finished.
Wait,
It's
but did
nine?
we sign off?
No,
No.
we're still doing the podcast. We have nothing left. Let's all get.
We are
fucked up.
not in the post podcast yet.
All right, so that's it for today. We have gone 8 minutes over. Does anybody have anything left to say before we'll be back tomorrow at 7. We have to do it at 7 because what's his face's time zone is different.
Oh yeah.
Who?
Who's the special guest?
Oh, Raven's flock.
He was testing
I want to
me.
hear it from.
Oh
our-
fuck, damn!
It was,
I
it's
forgot.
the black. It's Swan from the Black Files of the Ravens flock.
Gotcha. Now you know. And knowing is half the battle.
Always good to test.
Look, you pissed him off so much he changed colors. He's all pink now.
That's weird. It's the lighting. Like,
No,
up
you look
close,
super
lighting is
pink.
strange. I'm not normally this close, so if I get farther away, the lighting changes.
Tomorrow we're starting officially at 7 o'clock. 7 p.m. We'll be here tomorrow. We'll have a guest. We'll definitely see who's on here. All right, guys. I am
King Mexico.
El Oso.
El Oso,
King
King Mexico.
El Oso de Mexico.
Yo soy el Rey de México, King Oso.
Yeah, the Mexican Bear King.
Jace
El
Brenner.
Mexicano Oso de el Mexicano Rey de. Damn it! I'm trying to make it flow.
El Rey Oso de Mexico.
El Rey Oso. El
De México.
Oso Rey de México.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
That's
Peace and deuces, guys.
that's Keyblade Sonic. That's Jace, and that's Raph. That's
Bye.
Super Jew.
Yeah, I am.
We're not allowed to say that.
Says who?
I don't know.
All right, bye everyone.
Permission to
See you
say it.
later. See y'all tomorrow. Stay safe.